Buenos días, raza. ¿Cómo amanecieron? Espero que su día haya amanecido bien bonito. Aquí en el sur de Texas está lloviendo. Pero mi cafecito está bien calentito, raza. Good morning, everybody. It is raining in South Texas, but I hope that your day started with a nice cup of coffee and a donut on the side. It's the beginning of the week, Monday morning. And quiero cafecear con ustedes. I want to gossip with you. Quiero cafecear con ustedes. There's some mediocre wannabe influencers out there in South Texas, somewhere. South Texas consists of 4 counties: Starr, Hidalgo, Cameron, and Willacy County. And it has a few big towns, Brownsville and McAllen. The other little towns are little. Weslaco to get into Progreso, McAllen to get into Reynosa, and of course Brownsville to get into Matamoros in the Mexican side. Los Ébanos, you get into Camargo. And so far, we have a lot of entrances into Mexico from South Texas. But these influencers don't have nothing better to talk about. And they have to go into my 10-minute little Quiero Cafecear con Ustedes and be analyzing them. They are so pathetic. I don't even look at them. The only reason I find out is because other people talk about it. And you find out through the grapevine that, hey, they're using your videos to get views. And I think it's so funny. Se me hace curioso que estos mediocres estén usando mis videos de 10 minutos para estar tratando de agarrar gente que los mire cuando no tienen nada mejor que hacer o decir. O ya la gente se cansó de estar oyendo los que están en el canal teniendo sexo. I think people are tired of hearing them that they have sex in the canal. So they have to use my videos to influence people. But you need to be positive about everything that you do if you want to be an influencer. You got to try to influence people in a positive way, not just be negative all the time. And it's like they don't have nothing better to do than to say that me and my sister have ugly voices and nobody likes to hear us. Well, guess what, motherfucker? I don't care. I do what I want on my platform. These people are bad. But it's okay. We're still moving forward. We're trying to ignore them as much as we can. And we're going to let them keep using our videos until somebody else stops them. And it's not going to be me. But it's okay. It's all for show for right now. They know that they're doing wrong, but that's okay. I want to talk to you all about what happened over the week with me. You all know that I went to the emergency room. Well, I didn't think I was in an emergency room. I thought I was in an urgent care clinic. And the urgent care clinic kept telling me it was an emergency room. And I'm like, but I'm not in a hospital. I'm in an urgent care clinic. Well, it makes a difference for insurance purposes if you're saying that you're in an urgent care clinic and they're saying you're in an emergency room clinic. If you're in an emergency room clinic, it's $7,000. So, of course, it makes a difference what they're saying when they're trying to bill you for $7,000 versus a copay of 25% or a copay of $5 if it's an urgent care clinic. So I'm like in awe of how I could go and pay a almost $7,000 bill for them to tell me to take some iron pills that are over the counter. So then I'm waiting because, it was a little bit after 5, the pharmacy that I'm supposed to be trying to use closes, and it was Friday. So then Saturday, when I decided to take the prescription over there, it was after 2. And, I didn't feel like getting up in the morning. And I was just lazying around at the house. And I didn't want to do it. So me quedé dormida y fui después de las 2 para la farmacia y ya estaba cerrada. Pero miré que decía que el domingo abrían a la 1. So I'm like, okay, I'll start again on Sunday. Y el domingo fui para allá y luego me estaban diciendo, pero con esas pastillas que ellos quieren que tú agarres, no vas a usar tu aseguro, es nomás una pastilla que compras over the counter. And I'm like, okay, so I go to my doctor who sends me to an urgent care clinic that's screaming and yelling that they're not an urgent care clinic, that they're an emergency room, not in a hospital setting. And they give me an over-the-counter iron pill. Couldn't have my doctors done that without me having a $7,000 bill now laying on my back? It's like, really? And then they wonder why Hispanic people here in the south of Texas will rather cross those borders and go see a doctor in Mexico than go to a doctor's office. And I still have to go today to a doctor's office again. So we Hispanics would rather go across the border and see a doctor there for $10 or $20. And for them to give us whatever the hell we need, then get stuck with a $7,000 bill that, yes, the insurance is paying them part of it, but yes, I'm going to have to pay the other $1,750, which I'm going to argue about, and if they get shitty with me, they're just going to get $5 a month. That's what they're going to get. Why? Because you could have given me intravenous iron because it was an emergency, but you decided to give me a $3.95 prescription that my pharmacy wanted $10 for, and I said, no, I can go to H-E-B and get a discount for an over-the-counter medicine. And I saw what they were going to give me, and what they were going to give me was $3.95 at H-E-B. What I got at H-E-B was $6.95 because it said it was slow release and it had a little bit more iron. And being iron deficient right now. So it's like, hello, my doctor could have just given me this prescription and I could have bypassed a $7,000 bill. And these doctors wonder why you don't go to see them because you don't feel sick. And I really still don't feel sick. But she already knew that I was iron deficient. And the clinic where I went that she sent me, which was an urgent care clinic, saying that they're in an emergency room, could not do a blood transfusion there. I still had to go across the street to the hospital to get the transfusion. So that there, my people, is why people in South Texas will rather see the doctors in Mexico. It's only $2 or $1 if you're walking across the border. 30 cents if you're walking back into the United States. And those borders can be walked. So don't be confused about why influencers are streaming my videos or why they want to stream my videos. I'm not going to say nothing negative about my doctor because, granted, she was thrown into it by me. But I was thrown into a urgent care clinic that is acting like an emergency room and still sending you across the street for a transfusion. So, in retaliation, I will only